Hey.
How is everyone?
Good evening and good afternoon, Manila.
And good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Where is it morning right now? It's
Yeah.
probably morning in Europe somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where's everybody tuning in from?
Should we make it bigger while we wait or no?
I'm gonna leave it alone because we are traveling mode. We're streaming from a laptop, so we got to keep this setup pretty basic. Our mods are gonna let us know what's good with the audio.
Yes, we are still in Washington. We were at PAX West this weekend.
Yep.
And
We got everybody tuning in from 7 a.m. in France. I had a feeling.
Singapore,
Michigan, Singapore,
New Zealand,
Canada,
Germany,
Russia,
Chicago, China,
Australia, Japan,
Louisiana,
Finland,
Wisconsin, Sweden,
This is kind of my favorite part of the whole thing.
Netherlands,
Just seeing where everybody's from.
France.
Super cool. We got a Filipina, but in California. I'm excited to see this.
Japan,
Very cool. Thank you, everybody.
Egypt, Belgium, Australia, Manila.
Nice. This is cool. So we've been trying our best to stream at different times so that we can be available to you guys during different time zones. I'm glad we've got some people in the Philippines right now.
Yes, who's in the Philippines?
And Malaysia, I see. And Montana. A Filipino in Singapore.
Yes.
Right on. Filipina in Massachusetts. Wonderful. This is great. Well, you guys let us know if you've been to some of these places as we stream through.
Yes.
We have this was sort of an unplanned, this was an entirely unplanned Go Deviant adventure for Amelia and I.
Yes.
Filipino in Singapore. Some folks are in Seattle. Right
Filipinos make some noise.
on. Thank you very much for the gift subs coming in hot, delicious cheese. And thank you to all of the people that have given gift subs on this channel.
Aurelia.
Being so kind to welcome people in. We're going to do our best to read the thank yous, perhaps in batches, so that we're not just constantly thanking people like Just Like Echo, who's giving off this gift sub right now. We want to make sure that it's enjoyable to you guys and that we're not chatting, reading Streamlabs the whole time, but this is Twitch and that's kind of how this works. So thank you guys for the gift subs. There's a panel down below where you can check out the top recruiters on the channel, and we want to say thank you to all those people who have been so kind to recruit people in.
Yeah.
The new subscribers are able to access the Discord. They can use the emotes, and so it's just super generous of them to welcome some people in that might not be able to subscribe for themselves. So thank you for that, and we super appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe and you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free by clicking the link on the video or the panel in the channel below, or type _Prime into the stream chat. You have a free Prime subscription. But even though our stream is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, what are we at now? Almost 230.
Yeah, what's the count?
233,000 in the Connor Army.
Oh my gosh.
We are we're gonna do our best to keep this a public, open thing all the time. So we are not gonna switch over to a subscriber-only chat. I'm not gonna block the past videos to be accessible only to subscribers or anything like that. But with that, we have to acknowledge that, we're gonna have to make some adjustments as we get bigger and bigger. So thank you guys for being so cool about all that.
Yeah.
And thank you to anybody who's joining us for the first time. I know that there's some people here there's some new names that I've never seen before.
I know.
It seems like Agni Leo says we're close to 234K.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
awesome.
Whoa.
Can you be called New Zenland? Well, let's keep it on the Manila tip for this. We're gonna do our best when we do the Thai garden. That could be good, but we're going to the Philippines.
We're going to the Philippines. Yes. So we were on our way back from Thailand.
Yes.
And
we did a whole Go Deviant Thailand stream. If you want
did.
to check it out, we just uploaded it to YouTube.
Yes, with elephants.
Elephants.
Yes.
Dorian. Apparently, I've been saying it wrong. It's
Oh,
not
really?
Dorian. It's Dorian, even though it's spelled with a U.
I also learned that I was saying lychee incorrectly. It's lychee,
Lychee?
so thank you. But so we were on our way back from Thailand, and because the flight is so long coming from Los Angeles, we had to stop over in Manila. So we had a layover there that was supposed to be only 3 hours, and we arrived and they said, oh no, your flight is canceled and you're not going to be taking off now until tomorrow at tomorrow night.
Yep.
So we were like,
gonna have to go Deviant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to go Deviant. That was unexpected. But we asked the Connor Army for recommendations of things to do because we didn't want to just sit in the hotel. And thank you all for all of your incredible recommendations. And so we put together a little stream of our adventures of pretty much about 4 hours in Manila that we had.
Based entirely off what you guys sent us, which was really cool because we're taking this Detroit Become Human, choose your own adventure thing to the next level.
Yeah.
Speaking of choose your own adventure, they're saying, Brian's so smiley. Why are you smiling at? I'm smiling at the fact that you want to change the name of Jericho to Manico, which is ridiculous, but I like it. And then they want to be the Zanilla Garden.
The Zanilla Garden.
Yes, which only has one L. There's only one L in Manila, guys.
Yeah.
Get it right. I typed Manila with 2 L's and the whole internet turned on and off again. So we're gonna go with the Zanilla?
Zanilla, like vanilla.
Zanilla. All right. Cool. There you have it. There it is.
Yes.
So we're gonna share this video, and Amelia and I are gonna keep talking to you as we do it. The first little bit, we're gonna give ourselves the old mute because we're talking in the video, which you guys may have seen online, and then we will turn down the audio because a lot of it is just sort of, the noise of the day.
What?
Turn down for, we kept singing, when we were in Thailand, we're like, turn down for bot, do, 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 which that joke's going to go over with a very small percentage of you guys, but what's up, Thailand?
Yeah.
Sawadee Cup.
Sawadee Cup.
All right, here's the video. We're going to mute ourselves for just a second.
Hi.
Hello.
We are on our way back from Thailand, and our flight got canceled, which means we have a bonus day here in Manila.
Indeed.
Yes.
We had a lot of people recommending to stop over in the Philippines, and we're happy that we're getting a chance to go Deviant now. We've got a bunch of recommendations from you guys on Twitter.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Connor Army Philippines.
Yes.
We are going to explore, we don't want to spoil anything, but here in the Philippines they have this special drink at the hotel for us.
Yeah, it's blue. It's a blue lemonade.
Or Ethereum 310. Cheers to the Philippines. Hey, it's us again.
Are we still muted?
No, we're not muted.
Okay.
We're back. The mods will let me know how the audio level is. There's not really much to hear in the audio because this is us walking around with the camera with us.
Yeah.
But this was the changing of the guard, and time to hydrate. We don't have any hydration available, but we just had dinner and we had a lot of hydration.
We did.
So we should be able to make it through this hour-long stream. Hydrate everybody in the chat. They're saying obviously the hydrate for yeah, okay, you got us. The blue lemonade was like totally unusual.
Yeah.
I'd never seen that before,
Me
but it was
neither.
delicious.
It was good, yeah.
And we found out that that's a pretty popular thing. Maybe it's more in like touristy places or in schools. People were saying I had that at lunch all the time in Manila. But this is sort of a plaza where there are a bunch of museums and a planetarium that was near to the hotel where we were staying over.
Yes.
And we basically, it tastes pretty much like normal lemonade.
Yeah.
The crazy freak wants to know. It does taste like
Luneta
regular
Park.
Lemonade. Luneta Park?
Phoenix Angel says it's Luneta Park.
I can maybe tweet out the map of our route that we took.
Yeah. Brian went and made an entire map of where we should go to visit. Luneta Park. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we went on like a walking tour.
Yes.
And this is the Chinese gardens at the park, which is Luneta Park specifically. And there are 2 gardens that we walked through there. They were public gardens. You just had to sign in to go into the space. And it was walking distance from where we were staying and on the way to, I don't want to spoil anything. We're heading there. You shall see. But it was a lovely park, very zen.
Yeah, very
Very
zen.
Zanilla for you guys. Oh, this is not a raid. It's not even a raid. Jericho's not even raiding itself. So just so you guys know, we're streaming with Amelia's cousin Amy.
Yes.
And now my cousin Amy.
Yes.
Who's here just kind of taking in this whole experience. So I might explain some things to us, but Nick One Entertainment is my manager, and this spam of this not a raid that you see is him, just being a troll. Just being a happy troll. But we're going to pretend that that's not happening because Confucius say, do not mind the trolls. Confucius says, enjoy your Zen-like peace. Here, I'm showing you so you know for sure that it's a statue of Confucius.
Yeah.
I love that Zen Garden is we have a Zenilla Garden right now. The Zen chat is always super Zen, even if there's a raid.
Yeah.
Or not a raid.
Not a raid.
It seems like. People are like, it's an actual raid. I mean, maybe it is an actual raid. Here, we'll look at the Streamlabs and determine whether or not it's actually... it could actually not be an actual raid, or it could be a raid. It's hard to tell with him. They say, hi, Cousin Amy. Yes! Yeah, you're going to live in infamy, Amy. They're going to turn you into a GIF, and you're never going to be able to live it down. You're just popping in and out.
This was really beautiful. This was
yes,
very,
this cool
very
walkway.
pretty. Yeah.
And everybody was singing. I didn't know that so we should rewind.
Yeah.
We were there on, what was it, the 27th?
The 27th
of August.
Yes.
And while we were there, it just so happened that our extended layover bonus day in Manila was also National Heroes Day.
Yes.
And Amelia, do you want to read something about National Heroes Day?
Yes. So I didn't know about National Heroes Day, but it's a holiday that celebrates the men and women in the Philippine history whose acts of courage enabled the Philippines to grow as a nation. It celebrates both known and unknown heroes. And there was a National Heroes Committee that was set up in 1995 to recommend those who should be counted as national heroes. And there's certain criteria that's followed.
And it seemed like a lot of school trips were out while we were there. We were, it was the middle of the day, but there were tons and tons of kids there. So either everybody was skipping school at the same time, or the holiday allows everyone to not have school.
No, well, it says that the Filipinos celebrate this holiday by attending local commemorations like parades and wreaths and laying wreaths at shrines. And it is a day off for most workers, and people often spend the day with family and friends at the park, shopping malls, and other public areas. And there's firework displays also that are held all over. So we were in the middle of a celebration.
Cool. It was awesome. And a lot of people were singing, and we saw people putting on plays or rehearsing for plays. A lot of people, here's some.
Yep.
There were, hey, mods, how's the audio balance out with just the camera audio versus us talking over it? I don't want it to be too confusing. It was super green, super lush,
green,
very
lush.
warm.
We were right on the bay. So there was a lot of mist in the air when we walked
Humidity
outside.
is the word she's looking for. There was not mist in the air. I mean, I guess. It wasn't that hot. It was hot. We were misty. Audio's good. Cool. Thank you, guys. We saw these awesome steampunky... there it is. Talking over us in the past. Check out these buses. Have you ever been on a bus like that?
Yeah, we've been on a bus like that.
It's got that Mad Max vibe.
All right, so Intramuros, I think I'm saying that correctly, is probably the number one place besides... Wait, what is it called? The Jollibee. Besides Jollibee, the fast food restaurant, the number one recommendation we got was to go check out the walled part of the city.
Yes.
And this was probably my favorite part of our Go Deviant stream.
Yeah. It was very beautiful, and it felt like we were stepping back in time. Very overgrown and enchanted. The walled city. Here, I'll read you some fun facts about the walled city for those of you who don't know. For hundreds of years, the walled city of Intramuros was Manila. It was the nerve center of the Spanish occupation in the Philippines. And it was a very strategic location because it was right on the bay. And yes, it was the center of the Spanish political, religious, and military power in the region.
And we'll show you some more. You know, we pretty much explored all around the walls and things. There's a big Fort Santiago, that is at the end. And we had to decide between, are we going to make it all the way to the fort, or are we going to get to go to this other place that we're going to show you in just a little bit. So we gave ourselves the like half tour of each. But yeah, it's super lush and overgrown and mossy and viney. It was really cool. It looks kind of like Yavin 4, if anybody's a Star Wars fan.
So those buses, Pink Lava tells me it's called a jeepney.
A jeepney?
Yeah, a jeepney.
Cool. We didn't ride on one.
No.
Because we had no... it's pesos is their currency.
Yeah.
But we were literally just kind of dropped into Manila and explored on foot for a day.
Yeah.
This was a golf course. All around the outside of this walled part of the city, there's a golf course.
Yeah.
Yavin 4, yes, you know what it is. Capletus. Yes, in a lovely place. I'm glad I have some
Pesos,
Star Wars
yeah.
nerds here. Yeah, pesos. Yeah, I love the moss. And all of these hanging roots were really beautiful.
Yeah.
It was cool, like windy staircases, and felt really magical there.
The Jazzy Money, to answer your question about how long the journey was, from Manila to Los Angeles was about 14 hours on the airplane. So
It was a fair journey.
a long journey.
We did we flew through Manila on the first way through, but we had only a layover long enough to go through customs.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of messages from you guys when we were landing in Thailand saying, "Come to the Philippines. You're so close to the Philippines."
Yeah.
And so it was awesome that we got to have this extra day. And it was a good way to when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, or
Make
blue lemonade.
yeah.
Blue lemonade in this case.
Blue lemonade.
And so we went to explore. And then after being super hot, we found this this like antique art store that had air conditioning,
Yes.
and we enjoyed it. And I don't know, I've photographed some of the art that I saw there because I thought it might be representative of what's made there.
Yeah, they had a lot of really beautiful wooden sculptures, very detailed. Yeah, it was very, very, very pretty. And a lot of shells. I got some earrings for my sister and I that have
You'll see them in the
shells.
video.
Yeah. It's very cool. When life gives you blue lemons, make blue lemonade.
Are blue lemons a thing? Somebody made a blue lemon, I'm sure of it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, lots of things of shells. We got these toothpicks that we actually had in Thailand that had little tiny shells at the end, like little tiny ones. And we got some here at this store.
Yeah.
So we'll have to throw a Southeast Asia themed party when we get back.
Jet lag is getting better. Thanks for asking.
Oh, it's still going though.
Yeah.
We're definitely still confused in the time zone. That's a rare parrot. I want you guys to know. That's just for you guys.
But we've been getting a lot of recommendations from family and friends to help us to adjust from jet lag. Apparently sunlight and exposure to sunlight is a huge part of helping to reset your body clock.
So we've been spending a lot of time in a convention center at PAX West so that we can have almost no sunlight.
Exactly.
But we've been doing more and more exploration of Seattle as well. So we're going to do a Go Deviant stream Seattle at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next Tuesday. So if you want to see, we went to, I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, we did some awesome
We did
things.
some awesome stuff, and you're going to love it. But I thought this art was super cool. This
Yeah.
very vibrantly colored art.
Very colorful. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, these are the earrings. Gotta test all the ones.
Thank you, Rainbow Jazzy, for subscribing, and everybody else who's been subscribing.
Yes.
We're trying to do better about not making the whole thing about reading subs, but let me read a few names while Amelia picks these earrings out. Let's see, where do we start? Probably here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you to Exilaire, to H3SSU, Asmofericana, Lyrelia for the gift subs. Let's see, we got RK Hanner with the resub for 3 months. Glad to have you. Ronef, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months and also for programming Connorbot. In case you didn't know, Connorbot is highly developed technology that only Ronef can harness.
This was
San Agustin,
yes.
I do believe, and it's a church that was in service, so a lot of people recommended we go check it out, but because they were in the middle of service, we couldn't wander in there and interrupt them.
St. Augustine was first constructed in 1571 and then destroyed by pirates in 1574.
These pirates are always destroying my favorite stuff.
Yeah, but then it was built and destroyed 2 more times, but the structure that you see was completed in 1604. And I think it was only one of, during World War II, it was not destroyed. So,
that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talak, pirates really are the worst. Unless the pirates are your friends, in which case they're actually great allies. I don't know. Overall, I wouldn't trust a pirate.
I wouldn't trust a pirate. Even if I was a pirate, I'd be like,
Androids versus pirates? I don't know. I would say androids.
Androids.
Every time.
Yeah.
I think that pirates might have some less than admirable tactics.
Exactly.
This is pretty much a good representation of how, like, green and I mean there were plants growing out of walls everywhere.
It was amazing.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And there were these guys that were offering to give us tours. They were very insistent that we needed to have a tour, but we simply had no time. We were doing the mini adventure.
Yeah.
I see a lot of love for Johnny Depp right now. I don't know. Detroit Become Pirate.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea for a spin-off.
Android pirates. Is that kind of like a Deviant?
Look at I just love all these like windows cut out, these lookouts in the walls.
Yeah.
A lot of the like iron gates and stuff, I have to assume have been there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Probably put in the walls. Oh, this is Real Street.
He liked
I thought that was fun. You know, keep it real on Real Street.
Yeah. Why is the rum gone?
Yes. This is the murals of presidents, and this is something I want to check out.
Yeah.
Lady President, big fan. These are the presidents of the Philippines, Manila being the capital. So, some Manila folk tell me the presidents and Congress and so on, I mean, I don't know much about your representative government. Real Street. All right, well, then keep it Real, Manila.
Yeah, Real Street.
But I'm assuming that most of the government would be based in Manila, right?
Yeah, I think that's the capital.
There was a really cool relief map also in this area that, like, you can see walking over a bridge. It's filled with water, but it's a relief map of all of the Philippines. And that's the one part of our walking tour that we didn't have time for that I really wanted to check out.
Yeah.
But if you are in Manila, I recommend looking into it. It's near the planetarium and some giant statues and so on.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of Balboa Park in San Diego in California, where there's a bunch of museums and parks that are right in the same area. So it's really cool.
Welcome, White Queen. Glad to have you here with us. I'll try to read off some more.
yes.
Actually, I'll read through more names when we go to the second part because, as you'll see, there's less for me to describe in the second part. This was a lot of fun. This is a gigantic cannon gun. I don't even know what kind of gun this is. Amy, are you a gun expert by any chance?
Yeah.
I thought you work in security. Not this kind of security?
She works at Microsoft.
The other kind. Yeah, this is a heavy artillery. This thing's gigantic.
It's a cannon.
It's a cannon.
Yeah.
Straight up. Bryan for president? I don't know, guys. I don't know if I would make much of a president.
Or colleges around the walled city?
Yeah, there are colleges around the walled city.
Still cannons atop the walls. Yeah, there was a lot of cannons. We there was another little section that we were not able to go into.
Yes, because we had no cash pesos.
Yes, we didn't have any cash.
They wouldn't take our debit cards, but
Yeah.
that's understandable because it was
Why
a
would you do
historical site. And,
Yeah.
But, there's Amelia.
Oh,
A wild Amelia appeared. But there's a section, the Santiago, it's like part of the wall that looks like a cylinder, but it spirals in. It looks a little bit like our labyrinth emote. But, you go in more like this, walking through the walls and in through the different sections. And I can only imagine it was a battlement. Oh, hey, Amelia.
Yeah.
It was warm.
It was very
So
warm.
I had to put my hair up in a ponytail to keep it off my neck.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really well preserved for how old it is.
Yeah.
And how much weather they get.
Yeah.
Being an island. It reminded me a bit of being in Kauai, just the fact that there's so much moisture in the air. It was so very warm.
Yeah.
I noticed a lot of pink and white, a lot of gold coloration in things. Mm-hmm. This is some footage from the GoPro. Not that I'm endorsed by GoPro or anything, but I got a GoPro and I super love it. It's really good for travel adventures like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, guys, if I could grow a ponytail. It would take too long. I don't know.
I don't know. Your hair grows pretty fast.
There was a time I was pretty close to a ponytail, but I don't think that's going to happen again. So there was certainly a museum that was also connected to the church that was closed because they were in service.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is a government building on the edge near the university, I believe, where this is us walking back out of the walled section and into the Manila Ocean Park.
Yes.
A lot of people sent us messages saying, if you want to hashtag save the fish, go to the Manila Ocean Park. So this is that. I thought this skylight was really cool. It kind of reminded me of a jellyfish.
Yes, it did. Yeah, this is a very big park, and they even had a bunny yard, which I was like,
Yeah, I don't know what bunnies have to do with the ocean, but
yeah, they're cute though. We didn't go there. but-
Manila, can you clue me into that?
Yeah, what-
Is there a thing about you guys got rabbits in the ocean there? Ocean man, indeed.
Ocean man.
But these are roots hanging down from the plants above.
Yeah. It was really cool.
It's really trippy. The first section here is all river fish, so not quite making it to the ocean just yet, but I think the first ones are kind of like cousins to piranha.
Yes, these were cousins to piranha. Big teeth. They got big teeth.
So there's a theme here with the cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is a cousin theme. Yep.
Brought to you by
Cousins. Red-bellied pacu.
Kind of creepy looking, but also pretty.
Yeah. They don't look as intimidating as piranhas. Like,
No, definitely.
not as intense, but clownfish. 'Cause-
Somebody says, "Who is that?" That's Amelia's cousin Amy.
Yes, my cousin Amy, who
And
lived
now
there.
my cousin. There she is again. A wild Amy appeared.
My cousin
Now there's
Amy,
two Amy's. They're gonna do a super cut. They're gonna cut that to music. It's gonna be you didn't even know, but you're gonna.
Won't be the first time.
Let's get some cousin Amy fan art if we can.
Cousin Amy works for Microsoft.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a meeting with a friend tomorrow, I do believe. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yes.
Amy's friend who works for Xbox.
Yes.
So we're gonna go show our bipartisan support of Xbox. Say hello.
Nemo. Hugs for cousin Amy.
Back at you.
They're giving you some hugs. When you see these hug emotes,
Got it.
that's intended for you. Detroit become cousin. Detroit become fish.
Yes. Taper Trace Tapsia. Thanks for resubbing for 2 months. Lady.
Wait,
Hey, Ron?
Macron Joe said they had a red belly pacu as a pet fish. Look at these
Yeah,
guys.
these were crazy.
What did he feed his fish?
Yeah, what do you feed? What do you feed a red-bellied pacu?
Yeah, what'd you feed him?
Do they have to eat meat? I don't know if I could. Oh, apparently angelfish paralyze their prey, and what does that say? Hold on.
Those were angelfish?
No, the angelfish. We saw the angelfish just moments ago.
Okay.
Apparently, angelfish paralyze their prey and suck the insides out. It's really gross.
That's horrifying.
Thanks for that information.
Yeah.
Willowphobic. I'm gonna change my username to angelfish phobic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, these were crazy. These were
These are long boys. Mm-hmm. That's what they're calling them in the chat.
long boys. Very angelic. Yeah. Lady Haiwa has also resubbed. As Azure Pyro.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
And you guys can see that next to people's names, they
Yay,
have.
Azure.
What's up?
It's a Microsoft joke.
Got
Oh.
it.
Microsoft jokes in the house.
Let's keep those Microsoft jokes flowing. Get this party going.
Needle boys.
Yeah,
Long
Needle Boys.
Atashi. In the house.
Wait, hold on. Lethally Blind got a fish today for the first time, and they want a name. You want to name him Dewey? I think that's pretty good.
Good name.
Let's ask the chat.
That's a good name.
Do you, Lethally Blind, do you dare let the chat name your fish? Because they will definitely name it. And Natashi's here. Hey, Natasha.
Tracy's Angel's Fish. That's a little bit long.
It's along with Tracy's Eagles fish.
Oh, Dewey. Yeah.
Dewey. They're all about Dewey.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. So it has come to pass.
Yeah, your
fish's name is
Dewey. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Go ahead and give Dewey. What did I call him?
Yeah, Dewey.
Dewey, a pat for us. Here's some starfish.
Yeah, I like these. I like these a lot.
Careful, the angelfish don't suck your brains
Yeah, I
out.
know. I was thinking, is there some weird thing that the starfish do that I don't know about?
Starfish can walk. Have you ever seen a video of starfish walking with their tons of little tiny underneath feet?
Yes. If you
That's-
haven't, do yourself a favor and go watch that.
The way that they eat is they have those little things underneath. They grab something and they use it to pass it to their mouth, which is
Really?
in the center.
Fun. There it is, right there.
Their mouth is in the center.
Wait, when I see this, it reminds me of Finding Nemo, where the one slaps to the wall and it's like, "He's just a boy." At least Amy's seen Finding Nemo.
I've seen Finding Nemo. I've seen Finding Nemo many a time.
I was so tempted to stick the GoPro into the water, but that is not polite to
No.
animals in confined habitats.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to do it because it's waterproof.
Well, maybe you guys can go Deviant with me sometime and come scuba diving.
Yeah.
Scuba
we have-
diving.
we
Yeah,
would
we
love-
went snorkeling, but
Let's-
we have not gone scuba diving. 'cause
Scuba
we-
diving's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah loves Simon. Thank you for resubscribing with your Prime. Whoa. Whole bunch of gift subs coming in from Delicious Cheese. Thank you much. We appreciate you. Cole 69971.
Just like Echo with the gift sub.
Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and pause on that for a sec.
Oh.
Oh,
Hello, little blue.
this is like a little parrotfish.
Oh, yes.
And he has
Want
kind
to
of
know
a
a
beak.
parrotfish trivia?
Yeah, I do want to know
Oh my god, we have a
parrotfish trivia.
parrotfish.
Hold on.
Parrotfish.
Why don't you?
I'm gonna adjust the camera so you can give parrotfish
trivia.
trivia on
Oh,
cam.
here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Update
Parrotfish
Yeah.
eat coral
Okay.
Okay.
and poop sand.
Oh, and then she's out. She's dropping some wisdom. Okay, so you're telling me that sand is parrotfish poop?
Some sand, not all
Some
sand.
sand?
Look at those teeth.
That's
Yeah, so
gnarly.
they have very, very sharp teeth. They're just like 4 of them, and they chew on the coral. And
They gotta have a hobby.
Poop sand.
That's-
lionfish.
That's good information. Look, the chat is happy about this. That is some good info. Damn. She just dropped that wisdom with that. Well, what do you know about pufferfish?
Yeah, what do you know about pufferfish? Come back.
Here, come scoot back into the
Yeah.
camera here.
I don't know that I know.
What about lionfish?
I do know lionfish things.
All right,
Okay,
tell
so
about
Lionfish, the spine along the top is poisonous.
Okay.
And I dive a lot in Hawaii, so I've seen them a lot there. But they've spread all over the world, and they're really a problem. They have no predators once they get out of their endemic areas. So they've started in the Caribbean. They're capturing them, and they're trying to get people used to eating them. just
Whoa.
because they don't have predators, they take over new areas they're introduced to, and it becomes a real problem.
So they have a poisonous spine.
A poisonous spine. At the very top,
This guy?
at the top, those top ones, those
Yeah.
are all poisonous.
Whoa.
They're beautiful though.
They
Yeah,
are
very
beautiful,
beautiful,
but I
but-
wouldn't mess with that.
So it's an invasive species.
It is an invasive.
Spitting straight back.
Like the sunfish, they say. People, some people in the chat are like, nope, not having it. How about these little guys?
Do you know anything about these guys?
Li-
What about that?
What about that?
It's alive.
We are alive.
We are alive.
They are alive.
So
See-
that back spiny.
That's a sea urchin.
Yeah, it's a sea urchin, but they can, if you rub up against them, it stabs into you, and you can't get them out, and they have a little bit of poison. And so what I was advised to do was to take.
We got it.
Hold on. Yeah, we gotta adjust the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I can come back.
Yeah, you gotta stay put.
Yeah.
You're on. You're welcome
Yeah,
to the stream.
Hi. I got it in my arm, and so what they told me is your body can't break that up; it'll just stay there. So they gave me a dive weight, and I had to hit myself in the arm to break it up, so then your bloodstream can absorb it. Or else I was just diving with really
Oh,
mean
we're
people.
talking over ourselves here. 1 second.
These are absolutely terrifying, and there's a dead one, I think, floating on the top. No, he's not dead. Yeah. Anyway,
I hate this.
Oh.
This is my least favorite animal. I couldn't deal with this. I had to bail. I went to go Deviant. I don't even want to watch this video of this thing. I
Is it
hate
an
that.
eel?
It's a moray eel, and I hate the way it looks.
Oh, they're really cool.
Oh, they're bad.
Do you know the moray eel song?
Oh, I don't like the way it's doing that. They've started an Amy fan club. Yeah, look at him. Like, why? We could have
They're
made.
really interesting
Oh
creatures.
no! They also have internal mouths. That's a fun fact about moray eels. Their mouths go like this, and then another mouth comes out and goes like this, like Alien.
Oh damn.
I've seen a lot of eels. I've not experienced.
You don't think that really happens?
There may be some type of eel that does that. Not the
Terrifying.
ones I've seen.
I'm gonna Google
So
terrifying
these are,
eel mouth.
These are baby sharks.
Yes,
Those are shark eggs.
Yeah.
Those are horn sharks.
Bamboo sharks.
And they're one of the types of sharks that are not born live. Most sharks are born live, but horn sharks are not.
Look at that. That's an internal mouth, Amy.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
second set of teeth
It
inside.
does not come out though.
But it looks like it
Yeah.
does. You see why I hate that animal? I don't like to use the word hate, but that's an animal I hate. I don't
There's
like.
little baby ones as small as your finger, kind of yellow and pretty.
Do you know anything about these?
Sharks.
Yeah.
Been in the water with a lot of sharks. Those look like white tips, which are pretty mellow sharks. They get to about 6 feet.
What about that big guy?
That's a parrotfish.
That's a big parrotfish.
Mega
So
fish.
you've been in the water with sharks?
I've been in the water with thousands of sharks in Galapagos with hammerheads.
Whoa. You know that spiky thing reminded me of when we were on the airplane coming from Thailand back. We watched Baywatch, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Zac
Very
Efron,
funny.
and it was hilarious. Actually, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. But that's a major plot point: is those spiky urchin things that you stab into yourself.
That's how they protect themselves.
Poodle. Amy is my cousin, and we have been staying with her here up in Washington. We've been here in Seattle for PAX West, and she has been so very kind as to host us.
Yeah.
And she's also badass. She works for Microsoft.
And she's got a dog named Roxy,
Yeah,
who may or may not appear.
she probably won't.
Probably won't.
She's a little shy, but you're a boss. You're a boss. Yeah.
The cool thing about this aquarium was the fact that it went up and over, so you're kind of like walking through a tunnel. Mm-hmm. Called an oceanarium.
Yes. Oceanarium.
That was
It's
really
funny because you're like, this is probably what it sounds like to be underwater, and there's a bunch of children screaming.
Yo, they seriously love you right now. Amy.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
like,
You
knowledge
see
time with Amy. We need to set her up with her own
Okay,
Twitch
what about
stream.
this guy? What about this guy?
Yeah, who's that?
Who's that?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that fish.
That fish
So
was
I feel like I should be making something up.
You could, and we'd all
I
believe it.
know.
You'd have thousands of people being like, "Oh, very good,
That's why I'm not an actor.
a megalodon fish."
yeah.
That's
No,
why I work in tech.
this fish was so massive, and there was a lot of mothers that like to hold up their little daughters in front of the fish, and then the daughter would notice the fish and start to scream, and that happened a couple times, strangely.
Yeah, it was pretty cacophonous inside of this echo chamber.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by many young children and their
Parents.
And here we
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Manila Ocean Park. Underwater. Kind of. More or less. And I imagine at the bottom of the ocean, it sounds exactly like this.
What happens when you try to make a joke in the present that you already made in the past, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a funny joke in the first place. But I like fish.
Yeah.
What about these guys, Amy?
Yeah. Do you know what those guys are?
Fish quiz with Amy.
I'm not sure.
I see the chat has defined it just as ugly fish. We try to be nice.
That's how I kind of feel about birds.
Yeah,
Like, that's a seabird.
yeah, it's a bluebird. Got it. Redbird. Maybe not. We saw a woodpecker in the backyard here in
Yeah, we
Seattle. A
did.
little baby one.
And also a full-grown one. Yeah. These were real cool.
Yeah, whale
fish.
sharks are amazing. I've seen whale sharks also in Galapagos. Different trip, but
I like this
Amazing.
guy.
Stingray.
It's a stingray, right?
it's a ray. I don't think it's people call them all stingrays, but I don't think that's a stingray. But it is. They're all related. They're all cousins. Staying with the theme.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh, and here's our Jolly Bee.
Oh yeah.
So we were recommended to go to Jolly Bee, but there were no Jolly Bees that we could get to on foot. Here, I'm going to make us easier to see. There were no Jolly Bees that we could get to on foot.
Yeah.
So we had to miss Jolly Bee.
Yeah, but there is a Jollibee in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we could do like a Go Deviant Manila, subscript to
Jollibee.
Jolly Bee adventure.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in Manila, don't do any of the stuff we did. Just go to Jollibee, get yourself spaghetti. Apparently, that's a big thing in Jollibee opportunity for you.
Yeah, like a super cheesy spaghetti.
It's very true.
Yay for Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Flight of the Conchords. I'm gonna read a couple more thank yous if you guys will permit me.
And the chicken, apparently.
Just like Echo, we got Snowy_Rose with the gift sub to Ruyan resubbing for 2 months. Thank you very much. Powdered by Castella.
Nice name.
New Leaf Wiki. Capsule Rogers. Sorry, I'm trying to do these as quickly as possible while still honoring the fact that someone
Never
has
mind
subscribed.
Moo. Never mind Moo.
It Raven Nep. Tahalia1125 Tinkers98 has subscribed with their Prime for 3 months. Rock and roll. _Carol Sejetsu.
Sujitsu.
Place Boskies, Luther Guyan, everybody who's cheering all these bits. Oh, Nick One Entertainment. He must have rated us. He didn't rate us. He not rated us. Oh man, now they're making.
What's Paco?
Manico is making. What do you call it? Puns, spaghetti puns.
Oh.
What is? They're just going. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I come into Jericho and I just say,
What?
"Yeah, sounds good to me."
You have a spaghetti now in your family.
What?
Oh yes,
Oh.
we have a dog niece.
Special announcement. You guys are gonna like this.
Yeah.
Amelia.
Oh, okay. So my sister just adopted a dog, but not just any dog.
Not just
a
any dog.
special kind of dog.
Did she get a poodle?
Nope, she did not get a poodle.
Did she get a terrier?
No, she did not get a terrier.
Did she get
Saint Bernard.
Oh.
Yes. She got the biggest
Yes.
one that she could get.
She got the
And
biggest St. Bernard available.
And she named it Spaghetti Louise.
Spaghetti Louise.
Getty Lou for short.
Getty
So,
Lou.
yeah.
So y'all better believe
We're gonna have
some
Getty Lou.
sumo cosplay with Betty
Yes.
Lou.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. We'll see how Igby responds.
They're very excited, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So this is Amy's first time seeing a Twitch stream go down, and we've got all three of the we got Manico, Zanilla Garden, and the stream all up on the screen, going crazy.
Yeah, going crazy.
So yeah, Sumo and Spaghetti Lou. Spaghetti Lou's a lady dog, right?
Yes. Oh, she's a lady.
So they're already shipping Sumo
yeah.
and
Sumo
Spaghetti
and Getty
Lou.
Lou. Yeah.
Look, guys, we don't know anything about Spaghetti Lou's preferences. We don't know if
we
she's
actually
in
haven't met
a
her
different
yet.
relationship.
Yeah.
We've been traveling and we haven't even met Getty Lou.
But we have photographic evidence that she is real.
Yeah, Getty Lou is real, and you better believe we're gonna get Getty Lou on a stream someday soon.
Oh yes.
Awesome. I see some people mentioning about PAX. PAX was super fun.
Yes, it was so cool to meet everyone.
We have some more video. I put up the 2 Connor Army meetups that we did at PAX on Friday and Saturday. I've uploaded to our YouTube page if you guys want to check it out. I know they're kind of long, but if you want to skim through it, or if you came to meet us and you want to grab that piece of the stream for yourself, you can totally get it.
Do you want to bring Roxy in here?
I can go get her.
We're going to fetch Roxy so you guys can meet Roxy.
Roxy's a little shy. She's a little bit shy.
And a little bit awesome.
But super awesome.
When I was growing up, I had a poodle, a toy poodle. Not quite like Roxy. Roxy's bigger than my poodle Penny was.
Ow.
But, all right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just trying to-
we've situated ourselves in a weird little corner, but it's because all the cables have to make it to the TV. And importing.
Another cousin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Roxy.
Roxy. Roxy barks. That was weak, Brian.
Yeah,
I don't even have to wait for the
she's-
chat to tell me that was stupid.
She's a poodle something. We're not really sure.
Yeah.
She's a little ladybird.
And very good at fighting a stick on her own.
Oh yeah, that was very cute. She did that. She did that. She did that. Yes.
I'm going to read a couple more thank yous while we hang out with Roxy.
Yeah.
Kitty's Pick 3, R. Lewis 88 is resubbed for 4 months. Glad to have you back. If you guys notice the silver triangles next to people's names, those are for people who have been subscribed for 3 months, and then at 6 months they turn gold. So we're excited for that to happen. Cosmic Mushroom, thank you again for the gift subs. To Burn Works, thank you for resubbing. Sydney XXX, to Vanille B, to Isolien with the resubs for 3 months. Fenpa, Tropical Derp, Dark Queen 458 has resubbed. Lyrelia again. Fridays. Oh man, there's so many people, but I want to say thank you to all of you guys for subscribing.
Yes.
Also, if you have any feedback or adjustments on ways we can improve the stream, we are about to cross into our we're about to be in our 5th month of streaming. So we're getting a little better at it, but we're definitely still learning.
Yes.
And if you have any input about how the stream should be run, if you're watching along in the chat and something bothers you, or if you have a recommendation of how we could do it better, if you know about a good piece of technology, or if you think, hey, you guys should use a different microphone or whatever, go ahead and send that information to me. You can send it to me with the hashtag CalibrateBrybot if you want. I think could be a fun way to do it. Brybot is what I'm calling this whole setup and the system of, you get it. But if you have any feedback about how the stream is run or any opinions on how the stream is run, you don't need to send them necessarily to each other. Please continue to be polite and friendly with each other. It's super important to me that this stream stays positive and everybody's super supportive.
Yeah.
So if you have any problems or any issues with the way that the stream is done or ways that we can improve it, please send that information to me because that's really the only way anything is going to change or be improved. So thank you for for just continuing to be supportive. People right now in the chat are saying more dogs, more dogs,
Amy.
and more Amy. So
Sounds about right.
you know, I think 4 months of streaming we've been since April. We started playing through Heavy Rain, which I think all of those videos have expired off of Twitch, so I might re-upload the Heavy Rain streams. I don't know if anybody really wants to watch that. That was pretty rough. That was the early days of me. I like how Roxy's just being like
mohawk.
Roxy's just being like suspended in frame.
Pretty much, yeah.
She's really chill right now. She loves Amy.
More-
and we bonded also. Today she sat on my lap. So
Yeah.
Which
Big
in the
deal.
world of Roxy is a
a
huge
big deal.
compliment.
That was a big development.
yeah, Roxy was a rescue.
Yep.
You want to tell them a little about Roxy?
Yeah, Roxy was on the streets in San Bernardino, and they found her, and she was starving, and they had to shave her because she was so matted, and they couldn't shave her spine because it was poking through.
Oh.
And she has buckshot in her. Somebody shot her.
Yeah.
And she ended up with a foster up in Calgary, Canada. And I drove 13 hours through the Canadian Rockies to go pick her up.
And I think Roxy's pretty glad that you did that.
We
Yes,
both are.
she
It's
is.
worked out very well for both of us.
Yeah. So, rescue dogs, rescue cats, rescue.
Roxy's getting a lot of love right now in the chat.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know.
But Roxy's doing a lot better now.
Oh, yeah, look
Yeah,
at her.
she's doing great.
Roxy's
she's
living a
chilling.
prince's life now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a good life.
She's sitting
But
on
trust me.
laps.
Princess Roxy.
Yeah.
Oh, they
All
love
the
you.
love for Roxy. Roxy, I think, is 11 years old, right?
She is 11. I've had
Yeah.
her for 8 years.
She's looking good.
Igby, thanks for asking Nika about Igby. Igby is good. He's excited.
We're missing Igby right now,
Yeah,
though.
I know. That's why I was like, "You're gonna cuddle me, please, please. Can we bond?" And we did.
We've been trying our best to stay in touch with Igby by photos. Or his we call them his aunts who watch him.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kim and Camilla, for taking care of young Iggs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we miss Igby. We've been traveling a lot. We are next traveling on to Zurich and then to Kiev, Ukraine.
Yes.
So what's up, Switzerland? What's up, Ukraine? We are
What's
coming
up?
your way. I have posted some of that info on Twitter. I'll keep sharing it on the Discord as well as on Instagram. Also, crossed over 500,000 on Instagram, which blows my mind. 512,000 followers on Instagram. So thank you guys for being super supportive. I know that Instagram has just started a Instagram TV thing. So they want a Roxy emote now. They're like, they love it. They love Roxy. This is a Roxy stream. Let's change the whole theme to Roxy.
I know.
I'm sure Amy would be down for that.
Yeah, I knew she'd be a hit.
But we are going to, let's see, what was I even talking about? I don't know.
Where
am
we're
I?
visiting next.
Instagram TV.
Oh, Instagram TV. We're going to do a live stream on Instagram TV and give that a go.
Yes.
So if you want to join on Instagram, I'm Bryan Dechart on Instagram, and Amelia's Amelia_Rose_Blaire on Instagram. So come join us and we'll do like an Instagram stream sometime.
Real Amy Geek.
Real Amy Geek.
Real Amy Geek.
Yeah, you guys, let me drop that into the chat real quick. Mods, can you help me with this? It's Instagram.com/real, or in Manila, it's real. Instagram, Real Amy Geek. And boom, the mods will help us drop that in. Here, if you guys want to see pictures of Roxy on the daily,
Yeah.
go ahead and give Real Amy Geek a follow on Instagram. And they're on it already. Look at this.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, you asked.
I'll make sure to get some good Roxy stuff up right away.
Yeah. All that fresh Roxy content, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Only on. People are like, it's 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. for you.
I know. Time zones.
It's 11 p.m.
Time
for
zones
us.
still kind of blow my mind.
It is.
How the
crazy.
sun rotates around the
You guys
earth.
learned a new time zone fact today.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
New
Do
time
you want
zone
to share it,
fact,
Amy?
yeah.
This is more facts with Amy.
More
Ready?
facts with Amy. She taught us something new.
China is a single time zone. So all of China, which is much bigger than the whole U.S., is one time zone. So set to Beijing, which is their capital. So in some places when it's noon in Beijing, locally it should be, if there were actual time zones, it could be like 6 in the morning. But as far as China's concerned, it's noon everywhere in China.
That's crazy.
That's
that
crazy.
blows my mind.
Yeah, I know.
We still love you, China, but that's nuts. That's a large landmass to have everybody operating at the same time.
Oh my
But I guess
gosh.
you just adjust for it. You just get used to it.
Someone found a picture of Roxy in little socks.
Roxy in little socks.
You got little socks?
Is that already on your Instagram?
I don't know.
Apparently
There
it
are
is.
Roxy pictures
Yo,
there.
the more you know. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
now you know.
now you know.
What can I tell you about our Facts with Amy? Facts with Roxy, too.
Yeah.
2 p.m. in Singapore right now.
Yeah.
And 2 a.m. in Georgia. So Singapore and Georgia are on opposite sides of the world.
Wow. 3 p.m. in
Now
Japan.
you know. That would be a fun thing to figure out. Like, where is literally the other side of the world from where you are? So I have a time zone clock also, guys. If you ever want to get the local start times for one of these streams, just go to twitch.tv/Bryan Dechart/events, or you can drop the command into the stream chat, which is !schedule. And at any time that will give you the start time of all of our upcoming streams. I want to share with you guys that this is obviously Go Deviant Manila. We are going to start playing Spider-Man on Thursday.
Yes.
Although it's not listed here, I do think I'm going to do God of War Wednesday, even though I'll be pretty tired when I get back to LA. So God of War Wednesday will be the next stream. That's for you, Notabot and Blue. And Spider-Man, we're going to play right on release day, which is 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is midnight in New York City. It might even be later for you guys, but the game is released exactly at midnight New York City time. So I'm going to play it exactly then. Probably won't play it for a very long stream, but I do want to crack into it right away because I'm very excited about it.
Someone's birthday.
Whose birthday it is?
Whose birthday? The crazy freak.
The crazy freak. Happy birthday. And happy birthday to...
Anyone else whose birthday it may be.
Yes.
Birthday, birthday.
Birthday. The other song. The birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
All right. Do you feel happy on your birthday? They're telling us to recharge. Yeah, we're almost to the end of the stream. We'll go for a few more minutes. I want to say thank you to a few more people. We got Fan Art Friday coming up on Friday. That'll be at 11 a.m. this time. We're trying to do our best to shuffle the times around a little bit to be more accessible to you guys in different time zones. And then Detroit Become Human is back on the table. We are going to go for platinum and get all the trophies we can. We're going to do these Detroit Become Human streams going forward in like smaller bite-sized pieces, so maybe like an hour and a half. The next one's going to be on Sunday, September 9th, which is at 11 a.m., and then we're going to alternate the time zones so they happen at different times. So you might not be able to make all of them because you're going to go to school. By the way, congrats to everybody who's starting school. I feel like a lot of you are going right back to school now. I get a lot of messages of people asking for advice about going back to school or starting school, being nervous to go to school. I'll give the advice to all of you all at once, which is just be kind and introduce yourself. During the first week of school, it's like free friend week. Everybody feels the same way you feel right now, and they're showing up going, oh my gosh, I don't know anybody in this classroom. And usually if you just go up and say, hi, my name is blank, and it's good to use your real name, not your Twitch username, but if you want to start with that, you could say like, hi, I'm Crab Time.
Yeah.
And see,
and just know that everybody's feeling the same way.
totally.
And,
Especially at college. When you go off to college, you're like, so many people are away from their family for the first time. They're away from
doing
their
laundry
home.
for the first time.
It's true.
That's a
And
big
you can always
thing.
call your folks or, whoever raised you. Give them a call and say, how do you do laundry? Because they'll like to... I remember my mom was like, what?
Yeah, I know.
You didn't learn in 18 years? And I was like, you bred this weakness into me, mother. But I've learned now.
Yeah.
Kind of. I hate folding laundry.
It's his least favorite thing.
I hate it.
It's okay though. I'm speedy. I'm like done with it, and he's like still doing the socks and.
I see introverts unite
Yeah.
on the
How
chat.
do you cook an egg? It depends. There's many ways to cook an egg. You can fry the egg. You can scramble the egg. You can even hard boil the egg.
And if you're in Manila, you can just put that egg outside. Probably cook immediately.
I don't know about
It wasn't
that.
that hot?
No.
No? Okay.
It was more humid.
All right.
Guess you could soft
Take it
boil
to the
it.
desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the Detroit Become Human thing is going to be done in little, like, more like hour-long bites.
bits.
We did longer playthroughs, the Blue Connor playthrough, the Red Connor playthrough. Those are on YouTube as well. You can check it out at youtube.com/Bryan Dechart Official, because I got locked out of my original YouTube for not remembering the password. So it's Bryan Dechart Official now. And then we're going to do our next Go Deviant stream a week from today-ish.
Yeah.
On next Tuesday.
A little earlier.
For Go Deviant Seattle. And tomorrow we're going to go Deviant even more with Cousin Amy. So she was showing us the ropes. We went to Bumbersnoot.
Bumbershoot.
Bumbersnoot? Bumbershoot.
Bumbershoot.
We went
Yes.
and rocked our faces off at Bumbershoot and had a great time. And we'll share all the rest of that stuff with you guys on the next Go Deviant stream. But if you want to watch any of the past Go Deviant streams, we have 3 from our honeymoon in Kauai. We have 1 from our trip to Thailand. And then now this one. So this is our 5th Go Deviant stream, and they're all on a playlist on YouTube. All of our streams will be uploaded to YouTube 24 hours after they originally air here, so you can watch them there. It's or they'll stay as a video on demand on Twitch.
Yep. X Mystery, thanks for resubbing for 2 months. Socks Garters, thanks for using your Amazon Prime. Rainbow Jazzy, also with their Amazon Prime. Smexi's Chicken with the gift sub to Trekkie21.
Oh, and one thing about gift subs.
Yes.
I don't know if they've announced the link for it just yet, but a really cool thing about gift subs. So obviously you can subscribe on your own, or you can subscribe with Prime for free. Or you can, if you're in the chat when somebody drops one of these big gift sub bombs, which is super generous and we appreciate it,
Yes.
you will be sort of awarded a gift sub at random for being in the chat when that happens. And the resub, you can continue your gift sub if you receive a gift sub in the month of September. Twitch calls it Subtember, which is very clever, very punny. Jericho will like it. And in September, you can renew your gift sub for $1,
Really?
which is a fun fact. So,
But it's September now.
it is September now. So if you have received a gift, I believe it's if you have received a gift sub in September,
Okay.
you can resubscribe for $1, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
So yes, and anybody who has any messages about anybody giving gift subs on the channel, they can cut that out right now and take a
Yes.
hike. The people that are giving gift subs are recruiting people to the channel and giving people an opportunity that might not otherwise be able to join in the chat,
Yeah.
to use the emotes, to join us in the subscriber chats, or to come on to the Discord with us. And we super appreciate that. So if you have any comments about how you think this stream should be run, as I mentioned before, you can send them to me. And please do not be sending each other any kind of messages discouraging anybody from doing anything, because the whole point of the Connor Army is that we are the most positive community on Twitch.
Exactly.
And we have Roxy,
We got Roxy.
and Roxy knows what time it is.
Yeah.
So you better look out.
So everyone be nice.
So everybody be nice, or, go to some